early. Well, it's actually 1 o'clock on the dot right now. So I stitched these fabric tags, and I'm just trimming off the excess fabric from them. So I have these two upholstery, well, I don't know if it's upholstery or tapestry, I'm not sure because I'm really not good with fabric. And then this is just some cotton fabric. And this one, I need to trim off. So when I stitch the fabric on, I try not to stitch very close to the edge, so that when I trim it, I don't cut the stitching. And I don't usually go for like perfection when it comes to the fabric tags. Well, I don't go for perfection when it comes to anything, but I don't worry about it being like frayed. I actually like fraying. So I like a little bit of excess. I still want it to look like a tag, but I don't mind it being, hey Tiffy. I don't mind it being, I don't mind it having the excess is what I'm trying to say. All right. How was your birthday? What'd you do? Anything fun? I came on a little early because you never know how YouTube is doing. So I usually try to come on early. And hi Katina. So I try to come on a little early. I was like, let me start talking because sometimes with the playback, I notice I don't talk too much. Sometimes, when you become a mom and you're older, doing nothing is the best, isn't it? So just to let you know what I'm doing, I am working on this journal here. And I use this beautiful fabric. I don't know if it's tapestry or upholstery because I don't really know that much about fabric. But it's beautiful and I've been dying to use it, but I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. But I was trying to do like some crazy stitching around it to make it, my stitching is never perfect, but when I'm trying to be like really crazy with the stitching, it doesn't come out right. It's just so funny. Thanks, Katina. I think somebody sent me this. I don't remember who it was, but I absolutely love it. And I thought she would be really cute on the front. So I'm kind of going for, hey, Crafty Nook. I can't remember your name, but I remember your YouTube name, but I can't remember your real name. But hey, welcome. Is it too dark, you guys? Is the lighting okay? Should I lift my shade up? Let me know if it's too dark. What was I saying? Oh, so the theme, it's not really Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. So I'm going for kind of a Mother Nature type theme, I guess. I don't know. I want it to be kind of naturey, but it's a little dark. Okay, let me pull my shade up a little bit. Maybe that's Excuse my squeaky chair. Let me pull the shade up. Is that a little better? Let me know if that's better. So yeah, I'm going kind of for a, like, you know, Mother Nature. I've been wanting to use her on a cover for the longest time. She's from, do I have no, I don't have it with me, but she's from that Hot Buy paper pad way back when called Dark Florals. And I've been wanting to use her on the cover of a journal for a while. And then I remembered I had this fabric, and I was like, oh, that could work. That could work. So, thank you, Nikki. So, I did a little bit off camera because, you know, I don't want to have to be sitting here on my sewing machine. So I made my pocket like I always do to put in the front already. I've already stitched a lot of the stuff, but I'm sure I'll be yeah, that's what I thought. She kind of looked like she would be like Mother Nature, so I thought that'll probably work. I pulled some of my butterfly. This is from my butterfly handbook, I believe, and I like to stitch it in the middle because it was a ring bound, so that I can use it this way. And so I just stitched it so it will be right side up. And this is some beautiful handmade paper that I got in Happy Mail. So I thought that would be cool to add in there. And I just stitched it here and here just so it could be kind of like a little tuck spot. I love butterflies too. They are my favorite. And then, so along with the dark floral paper, I pulled from my very favorite Hot Buy paper pad from Michaels. And I'm still hoarding it, but I decided to pull some of the pages for this journal. So this is from that mixed media paper pad. So I pulled some of those to go in here. And I've already cut everything down. So just kind of showing you what my idea is. This is Tim Holtz vellum. And then this is just some wood grain with some gold that I had in my stash. I'm pretty sure I probably got it on at Michael's on clearance or something. And so this paper is so pretty. It has like I guess these are, I want to say these are peacocks, but I'm not sure. But they have these birds. I don't know if you can see it. See those birds? It's really pretty. Yeah, this is a pretty, a lot of people don't like dark. I like dark. I like dark flowers. So those are the scrapbook papers that I pulled. And then I went through my book stash and I pulled some of my little bird pages from my teeny tiny little bird book that I thought would be cute. Oh yeah, I have paper from, I don't even know. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna put like a little journal spot right here because I thought that'll be a cute place to put a little journaling in there. And then I think I got this in Happy Mail because I don't have this, so I think somebody sent me this in Happy Mail, or I probably got it in like a Flow Journal swap or something like that. So I'm gonna add that. And of course, always have to have Edith Holden. So I picked this one. And then these, no, not those. These are from a children's book page. And I love, this is, I think it's the Bambi story. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is Bambi. So I thought that would be nice to add that in there. But I'm going to fold it this way because it won't fit, obviously, the other way. So I'm going to fold that. And then I thought I might use, I don't know if I'm going to cut that out or these little pieces out here and make some embellishments with them. I'm not sure yet. So I just kind of left it to see what I'm going to do, and then I pulled this beautiful floral page from one of my floral books, this one as well. So I thought the colors looked really nice with that paper. And and then from my Audubon animal book, I pulled a couple little animal pages. So this is the gray wolf. Hi, Carolyn. Where have you been hiding? I have not seen you in so long. Where have you been hiding, Missy? I was thinking about you the other day, and I meant to message you, and I forgot. I'm making a journal, of course. What am I always making? A journal. This is the cover. I've already stitched with this. I think this is tapestry. I don't know. You fabric people will probably know. But I stitched this beautiful fabric on some cardstock. This is 2 layers of cardstock just so it can be sturdy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you weren't well. I hope you're doing better. Yes, take care of yourself. Yeah, so that is that's where I got so far. I'm pretty sure there's some more things that I want to add to it. I haven't pulled any coffee dyed paper or anything else yet. So I think I'm just going to do something with this Edith Holden page that I stitched to make an envelope. It's just, the writing. I love using the writing for envelopes because they are so cool. I love the handwriting on these. Oh, Carolyn, that's Katina. Katina, you got to remind people you changed your name. Thank you. What was your mom's middle name? Kay? Kay is actually my nickname. I'm just taking a sip of this iced tea because I'm so thirsty. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, what's your mom's middle name? Yeah, it's a nickname that someone gave me when I was a kid a while ago. Love the name Celestial. Yeah, somebody gave me the name Kay. I don't know if I was a teenager or if I was a kid. I don't even remember, and it kind of just stuck. It's not that I don't like my name. I don't like the name Kenya. I like the name Kenya. My brother actually named me. He was doing. I had no name when I was born. I had no name for about 2 weeks because my mother could not decide what she wanted to name me. So for 2 weeks, I had no name. So my brother was doing a book report on Africa, and he saw the name Kenya, and he said, "Mom, let's name her Kenya." And my mom liked it, and that's how I got my name. That's how I got my name. Hold on 1 second. The bestie is texting me. I forgot to tell her that I was going live. So yeah, so that's how I end up with my name. And I think the reason why K kind of stuck is because when people would try to say Kenya, they would say Kenya, and it irked my nerves. I couldn't stand when they called me Kenya. It drove me crazy. So yeah, so I just kind of stuck with the name K, and that was that. I wonder if that's what I did. Did I show them my name? Yeah. So yeah, mostly my friends call me Kay. Unless like if you met me like at work or something, they call me Kenya. So either way, I'll answer. So I'm just gonna ink this up. I have to remember to buy myself a vintage photo distress ink, because they don't sell them at Michael's anymore. They only sell the oxide inks. And I mean, I like the oxide ink, but my distress ink, I like it for, inking the edges. My brother, when I was born, he was 8. We're 8 years apart. Yeah, that's where he got the name from, because he was doing a book report or something, or some kind of report on Africa, and he was looking at the map and he saw the name. That's the story I got. He saw the name on the map. My brother passed away in 95. I have 2 brothers who passed away. We were super close. That's okay, Carolyn. Thank you. We were really, really close. But yeah, he passed away. I have 2 sisters. It's 6 of us total. I was the last one. I don't know if I want to use this collage paper or not. I don't know. Let's tear it off and let me see. Yeah, well, I don't really talk to them, but that's okay. My family is my son and my bestie and her family, and my sweetness. That's my family. It's all good. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, my bestie, she's been more like a sister. She's like the little sister that I never wanted. She's amazing. She's amazing. You guys know, if you're in my Facebook group, she's amazing. She's helping me so much. I appreciate her. Oh, that's so sweet. Carol, you have a son that's 38? Wow. My son is 26, my baby boy. I still can't believe it. Y'all, you're not falling apart. Kind of like that. Yes, good friends are priceless. I have very few, but they are the best. Oh, no, I shouldn't put a flower. I should put like a bird or a butterfly, right? Yeah, my bestie and I, we met online, Nikki. We met in a social networking site for crafters. And we instantly hit it off. So we've been friends for probably about a decade now. Oh, God bless. I just have one kid. I have one son, no grandkids. Not in a rush. Neither is he. Thank goodness. I feel like I'm way too young. That's a big butterfly. It's a little too big. Let's see. Trying to find the perfect size and the perfect color butterfly. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this one. Yes, they are. Wow, over 60 years. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be me and the bestie. We will be well, she's younger than me, so I'll be old old in a wheelchair and she'll be pushing me, I guess. Cuz she's 8 years younger. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Yeah, so my son is young, so I'm not, I'm not really stressing him out about. Bestie just said, text me to tell you guys hi, because I told I was live. Um, she's so funny. Stop making me laugh. Um, aw, that's awesome. I will. I'll tell her hi. Maybe she'll chime in the feed somewhere. I don't even know what I was saying, you guys. She distracted me. I don't know what I was saying. So yeah, I'm gonna just use this glue stick. I got this glue stick from Dollar Tree. I only found one. I only found one. I never used this brand because it's kind of pricey. But I was so happy to see it at Dollar Tree. But of course, there was only one left. Yeah, I'm not pushing. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Pushing him. Yeah, I'm not definitely not pushing him. I was a single mom, so I know how hard it is to be a parent. Period. But and to be young, because I was 22 when I had my son. So um, I don't want him to rush. I don't want him to rush. I want him to, you know, do as much as he wants to do now before he has children. Yes, I agree. I mean, he's great. He's engaged. He is engaged. Um, they've been together for, I believe, 5 years now. But, you know, she's younger, so she's not in a rush either. I can't remember how much younger, but she's in her early 20s. So, yeah, I told them for them to take their time. They have plenty of time. So I think they will. And they want to move. They want to leave New York, which I'm all for it. So but they're not sure where they want to go. So I've encouraged them to just, pick a place, go visit. This is the best time to relocate before they have kids, because they don't have anything to worry about. And if they go someplace and they don't like it, they can always come back. So I think this is a great time for them to explore and travel and do all that good stuff. I mean, I had my son young, but I was happy that I'm happy that once he became an adult, I was still young enough to travel or do whatever I wanted to do. So it worked out. Yeah. Yeah, I believe they just celebrated their 5-year anniversary. So they're doing pretty good. I like that. Pretty simple. I feel like I should put something on this side, though. It looks kind of blah. Maybe like a little border or something. Yes, there is life after kids. I am living proof. Not that I really do anything, but if I wanted to, at least I could. Okay, Carolyn, take care of yourself and check in every now and then. Let us know that you're okay. I don't measure anything. Don't measure anything. So I was gonna use my border punch, but it's not enough paper to use my border punch. So I'm just gonna tear it. So Nikki, do you craft? I'm assuming you do, since your name is Little Crafty Nook. Am I sub to you? I know your name looks so familiar to me. Oh, I am sub to you. Okay. That's why I recognize your name. Were you in the collab with us for Christmas in July? Sometimes I see people's names and I can't remember where I recognize them from. I don't know if it's like from my channel or from a Facebook group or someone else's. Um, I know I just checked. I just checked. Okay. So I'm sure that's probably the way I recognize your name. So Katina, how's the video coming? Are you working on anything in particular, Nikki or Katina? Either one of you? Hi, Cynthia. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. We are a friendly bunch. Katina, you don't have a cord that hook. Oh, you don't have a laptop, right? But you have a tablet. Can't you transfer the video to your tablet? Or if your camera has Wi-Fi, it may have oh, well, you have a all you have to do is take the cord from your camera and plug it into your laptop and into your camera and transfer it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not as complicated as it may seem. Oh, I've seen that, but I don't exactly know what that is, Nikki. I've seen it, but I haven't a workout journal. Oh, wow. That's something different. A workout journal. That's cool. I want to host a swap for the group so that you know, you guys, I have a Facebook group called Heart Connections. I want to do a swap. I want to host a swap. I'm trying to figure out what kind of swap. Any suggestions? I like it. Pretty simple, but I like it. Maybe I'll add some lace right here, but I don't have the lace near me and I don't want to have to keep getting up. But what do you think? Pretty simple, pretty simple. These, oh, cool. These might be a little bit too big for this journal. I'm going to see. I might have to trim it down a little bit, maybe. or a lot, bit. I don't know. Well, good for you, Cynthia. Actually, let me do this first. Yeah, if you, I didn't put the link in this video, but if you look in my previous video, you can find the link to my Facebook group. My bestie is helping me out, and she's coming up with some amazing challenges every week. Super fun. Speaking of which, I have not even done my challenge yet. And I think, is it due today or tomorrow? I am the worst. She has, yeah, she's amazing. She has been so helpful because I was going to close the group. I'm going to sew the signatures in. Just a pamphlet stitch. That's usually how I do my journals. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sounds pretty cool. So I'm just gonna fold the pages and just kind of see what I have to see how much I need to add or subtract from this journal. It's the cover, well, it's supposed to be 6x9, but with the fabric on the cover, it's of course it's a little bit. I am gonna trim the fabric a little bit, just right here, a little bit, probably right here, a little bit, just a little bit, because I want some excess. The deer. What the? Oh, I'm like, what deer? Oh, on this book page. This is the children's. What is it? I don't even know the name of the book. It's a children's book. That's all I can remember. And it's the story. It has a bunch of children's stories in it, and that one was Bambi. I thought it would be cute in this little journal. Yes, I'm trying to think of a swap that we can do in the group. Maybe I know someone did on you. I believe it was on YouTube. They did a Dollar Tree junk journal swap or something like that, which I think is awesome. There was another one that I covered up. Oh, this one? This one. Boy, there is such a lag. There is such a lag here on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to think of something interesting that we can do in the Facebook group. Some kind of cool theme. that everybody would be able to participate in. Yeah, that was a really cool book. I think I got that book from eBay, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of those children treasury books. It's really, really thick. It's like 3 inches thick with a bunch of children's stories in it. Let's see, how is this Edith Holden page? I'm gonna have to. It'll work. Okay, that'll work. Cards. Yeah, I can't make cards. Cards are not my thing at all. I'm the worst at making cards. For some reason, cards stress me out. I can't make cards. My bestie is the card maker. She makes beautiful cards. Me, not so much. Just trying to see how much I have to cut off. Because, of course, I never measure anything, if you haven't noticed. I don't measure anything. I really need to do some coffee dyeing. I am very, very low. I was actually going to coffee dye today, but when I looked at my cabinet, I realized that I have no coffee. Well, I have coffee that I drink, but I don't have the coffee that I usually use to do coffee dyeing. I could have sworn I bought some when I went to Dollar Tree, but apparently not. Let's see. So, I'll pull out a few papers that I want to use. Some coffee dye papers. It's nice and grungy. I like that. So I have that ledger. I don't know if it's because I have a short attention span. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's a small, no, I can't say it's because it's a small surface, because I make mini journals. So I don't know what it is about cards that frustrate me, but they frustrate me. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I love people who make cards. I love cards. I just personally cannot stand making them. So that's my crazy issue. I'm just looking for papers, you guys. Just so you know what I'm doing here. I'm looking through my papers. what I want to add in here. You love long, tedious projects? I don't like them too long. Not too long. If I can't finish a journal in a couple of days, I'm over it. So I don't mind long, but if it takes me like a week to do a journal, no, I'm over it. I can't do it. So on Wednesday, I'll probably go live just for a few minutes just to chat about something. Because I might have some good news and I might want to share it. So I might go live sometime Wednesday. Oh, I just realized this has a butterfly from my stencil. I don't know if you could see it. Probably not. Can you see it? I don't know if it's showing up. It's probably too light. You break out in the sweat. That's hilarious. Now, as far as like I can work on multiple journals at the same time. I actually love making more than one journal at the same time. Wednesday. I don't know what time Wednesday. I don't know what time. But hopefully I'll have some. Oh, you work nights? It's nothing that it's nothing that amazing that you're gonna miss. So you can always watch it later. Yeah. When I work on multiple journals, most of the time they are the same theme though. I can't I don't, well, I guess I could, but I prefer to stick with the same theme and work on multiple journals as opposed to trying to work on like 5 different themes. Like, I think that would drive me nuts. I don't know if I'm going to need this one. Let me see. Because sometimes I overdo it with the paper. Let's see. I tend to overdo it. Let's just see how much I have here. It's my little pocket. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, I like working on themes and doing them, multiple. This is probably the first time I'm doing just one. Can't remember when I've just done one. But I don't know. I just felt like usually I don't work on Etsy stuff on the weekend. I usually kind of just work, do some kind of craft for myself, but I don't know, I was feeling like I wanted to work on it, so. Oh, I used to work in home care. I used to work in home care. For about 2 years, I worked in home care. Let's see, I don't know where I'm gonna stick this in here for now. See if that's where I want to keep it. And let's see. Uh, it is, I mean, I worked with a lot of, um, they weren't really, like, really sick. Like, I had someone who had a stroke. So, that she just needed assistance. But it can be very depressing, especially if they pass away. I don't know if I want to use this. I think I maybe won't use that one. Yes, it absolutely does. My bestie is going to school for nursing. Um, I don't think I can be a nurse. Home health aide was enough. That was enough. So I don't know. But she'll make an awesome nurse. She'll make an awesome nurse. I might have pulled too many book pages, which is often the case. Let me see. I pulled a lot of book pages for one signature journal. Oh, hospice would kill me. I'm way too emotional for that. Okay, maybe I'll add one more. I needed to add the other deer. Oh, okay. This is... Yes, they do. The only reason why I stopped doing that is because I injured my back. That was the only reason. Um, and it didn't even have anything to do with like lifting my patient or anything. It was because I was helping her. She was packing to move from an apartment to a house, and I was helping her pack, and lifted a box that I shouldn't have been lifting. Oh yes, Nikki, absolutely. I totally agree. I need to trim this. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, and like I said, it didn't have anything to do with the job. I was just helping her pack and move stuff, and I just totally lifted a box that I thought was lighter than it was, and yeah, totally blew it. Yeah, and I know better. That's the real kicker. I knew better. But it happens. It happens. So trying to see if I have enough paper for journaling. Sometimes I tend to overdo it. Let's see. Looking quite chunky. Oh, you have a baby. Oh. I got a pinched nerve from that injury. And so yeah, no more working in that field for me. Nope, it's not what I wanted. Another one of those. And so I will use this, cut this down, and oh, is she strong? Wow, that's amazing. That's a long time. Thanks. I am just trying to get the journaling paper in here. See if I need to add any more. Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. I would love working with children and the elderly. Those are my favorite two things. I was a living nanny at one time when I was really young, before I even had my son. I was a living nanny. And she was the best baby ever. That's great. That's awesome. I think I might have to trim this down a little bit. Might be a little bit too much overhang. Let me see what it's looking like inside the journal. Oh, it doesn't look as fat as I thought it was gonna look. That's good. That's good. But yeah, I need to trim this down a little bit. Okay. That's what happens when you don't measure anything. I guesstimate everything. Nice. I never worked in a nursing home. I just went to people's homes. Luckily, when I was doing it, I had oh, you live in North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina when I was little. Don't ask me what part because I don't remember. Everybody always asks me. I don't remember. I was so young that I don't remember what part. But yeah, I lived there for probably, I want to say maybe 2 years. Not very long. It was a really, it was a culture shock for me. It really, really was. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, I don't measure. It's just doesn't work. Doesn't work for me at all, so I don't measure. I need to get some of those, what are they called? Pink and shears? I need some of those. I like how they look. Oh, Northern California. Okay. My bestie lives in California. I think that's southern where she lives though. Sorry. Obviously, I can't cut fabric and talk at the same time. Apologies. Uh, and the funny thing is, I'm not even trying to cut straight. It's just that I don't know why I feel like I need to be quiet and concentrate. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bestie lives, I think, is Southern California because she's not that far from LA. Because when I fly there, I fly through LAX. I don't know where everybody. Everybody's quiet. It's just you and I. I don't know where everybody went. Everybody's so quiet. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just trying to see where I'm cutting. I don't know why I pulled out the little tiny baby scissors, fabric scissors. But it's getting the job done, so. There we go. Oh. Alrighty. Yeah, that's better. I like that a lot better. Let me just tie this off where I stitch so my stitching doesn't come out. That would be awful. Yeah, where are you from, Cynthia? I think everybody knows I'm from New York, right? Oh, okay, Indianapolis. Cool, cool. I'm ready to leave New York. I love it here. I was born and raised here, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to slow down. I'm getting older now. I'm ready for a slower pace. Aw. My honey is at work. He works on the weekends. It's too expensive for me too, Katina. It's too expensive for me too. I love it here, but I'm ready to go. I'm just ready for a little more quiet. Little slower pace. Did I do this one? I think I did. I think so. Alright. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to put my pocket in. I don't think I tied a knot in this one. Put my pocket in. Oh, good for you. Oh, you're a nursing too, Cynthia. That's cool. Yeah, I love New York too, but like I said, it is very expensive to live here. I'm only able to do it because I live in public housing, so my rent is goes by my income. So that is the only way I'm able to live here because rent in New York City is ridiculous. And you get so little for your money. And so I'm ready to go. I'm ready for a slower pace, and I am ready to get more from my money. So that's that. Let's get this pocket in here. Where is, oh, excuse my arm reach here. Oops. I craft most of the day because it's my job. So I do craft most of the day, which is why on the weekends I usually just craft for me. But for some reason today I felt like crafting for the shop. So oh yeah, I know, Nikki. I know California is just as expensive as New York is. I know. It's ridiculous how much the rent is. It is horrible. And we just got an increase with minimum wage. Minimum wage is now 15, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough. Because yeah, New York is expensive. So with the minimum wage higher, then they will raise the rent. So it's like you can't win. You know? It's craziness. It's like you cannot win. So I think I'm happy with the pages. Oh, see, I almost forgot one. I gotta put my Edith Holden page in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just fold it so I don't have to cut it. I'm so lazy. I really should have just got my got my scoreboard, but exactly. So the you don't even notice the pay increase. So it's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. Yep. Okay, I think I have to take a tiny, tiny bit off the top of this. Tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, they're a lot more comfortable, aren't they, Nikki? They're a lot more comfortable, and well, I know when I used to do home health aid, when I was a home health aide, people were, at first, they were not happy to see me. They were not. I had a lot of people that were like, did not want me there because I think they feel like you're coming to take over. And once I let them know that I'm only here to assist you with whatever you need help with. I'm not here to tell you how to run your house. I'm not telling you how to do anything. All I'm here to do is assist you. So once I got that out of the way, I think we, you know, they were good. Yeah, I can only imagine. You see what I was about to do? I can only imagine that they do much better. So I'm just gonna ink the pages. I'm sure you guys all know this, right? I don't have to. Do I have to tell you guys what I'm doing every second? If you have questions, you know you can ask me. But I'm pretty sure you all know. This is not really a tutorial. It's just chat with me as I work. Yeah, I hope when I get old that well, I already told my son, please don't put me in a nursing home. And if you do put me, if I have to be in a nursing home, make sure it's close to my bestie so we can be in a nursing home together. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I think it's mostly because a lot of elderly people have they have a hard time. I mean, not they have a hard time, but sometimes they have bad experiences with, you know, with people that come in their homes, and they kind of think that everybody's going to be the same, or that they just are so independent that they feel like that you're coming in there to take their independence away, which I totally understand, because I'm very independent as well. So I can only imagine. Goodness, God bless anybody if they got to take care of me. That's all I have to say. I hope that I'm not. Oh, I hope I'm not like the grumpy old lady. Exactly. So I try to make, the people that I took care of, I try to make them as comfortable as possible, um, knowing that I'm not there to take over anything. So I had pretty good patients. The only time that I had difficult ones, if I was covering for another aide that was like on vacation, then I had a hard time. But luckily, it was never for long. So yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully, I become old. You know, I lost so many people in my family so young that I'm like, am I even? I hope I become an elderly person. You know, my mom was so young when she passed, and then my two brothers were so young when they passed. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh wow, she went through 5. Sometimes, I see them a lot because right across the street from me are co-ops, and there's a lot of elderly that live over there, and I see them with their aides, and oh my goodness, so many times I want to yell at the aides because they're not paying attention to their patients. They are not paying attention, and I'm like, this lady can barely walk. You should be holding her. You shouldn't be on your cell phone. You should be walking at her pace, not at your pace. It just irks my nerves. It really does. So I can understand why some of the um, elderly people feel the way they do. Aw. I remember working, and the other thing is I hated working with for an agency. I rather, if I was to ever get back into it, I would work private, not for the agency. Oh, Cynthia. Yeah. I mean, I understand that, it's some of the elderly when they're difficult, you know. It sucks, especially if they were always like active and now they're, they may be some of them may be bedridden or just not able to do anything or go out, and I can understand that. Yeah. I hope to be old. I really do. I mean, my mom, when she passed, she was only 49, um, which is just a year older than I am right now. My mom had pneumonia. She had walking pneumonia, and she, had this cough for the longest time. And we all kept saying, you need to go have that checked out because you've had it a long time. And she's like, no, I'm fine. She didn't want to take off of work. And and she basically collapsed at work. And when by the time she got to the hospital, um, like everything was shutting down. Everything just was shutting down. She lived for a pretty, I don't want to say a long time, but she didn't die immediately. And what was so weird is that she was in a coma, and then she woke up, and then she seemed fine for for a little while. So we thought that she was going to be like out of the woods. And yeah, it didn't work out that way. So thank you, Cynthia. So I tried to, you know, not take life for granted, for sure. My mom was a health nut. She was a health nut, but she she basically worked herself to death. Is and I vowed that I would never do that. So even though having this shop full time is a struggle, and there are days that I'm like, I don't know if I can continue doing this. Maybe I need to go back to a 9 to 5. Um, I don't want to, work myself to death. I really don't. Especially if I hate my job. Oh, thanks, Nikki. So I said once my son, once he, because I was a single mom, so I had to work, and I had to work as much as I did to take care of him. But now that he's grown and he's on his own and he's taking care of himself, I just have to worry about me, and I don't require much. So As long as I have a roof over my head and, you know, I have my necessities, I don't really worry about too much. All right, I think that is pretty good. Let me just flip through it, make sure everything is right side up before I stitch it. Yeah, oh, I hated my job. I hated my job. Oh, this is not my personal journal. Every journal I make goes in my shop. I don't make personal journals. This is going in my Etsy shop. I mean, I have personal journals, but they are just my personal journals are just paper put together, and I pretty much use it like a smash book, pretty much, or a glue book or whatever you want to call it. Um, I don't do anything fancy with them, and I haven't really journaled in a while, so yeah. Oh, just do it. Just do it. I the only reason why I did it was because at the time I worked for a temp agency, and I worked in medical records, and the assignment had ended, and I used to make mini albums a lot. A lot. And I made them a lot for my coworkers. And they all kept saying, "You need to open up an Etsy shop. You need to open up an Etsy shop." And I was like, "Yeah, one day I'll do it. One day I'll do it." And once my assignment ended and I was out of work, um, and then my unemployment was about to end, I was like, okay, so I need to make a decision. Either I'm going to go ahead and open up this Etsy shop, or I'm going to, and give it a shot, because I figured at that point I didn't really have much to lose. I was already out of work, so I said I'm just going to try it, go for it. If it doesn't work, then I'll just go back to another medical records job. So luckily it worked. It worked. And like I said, I have my days where things aren't selling and I feel like I'm going to give up. I'm always very close to giving up and going back to a full-time job when sales are slow. But yes, I have an Etsy shop. Sorry, I thought you knew that for some reason. I like to line up my papers a certain way, so that's what I'm doing. If you're wondering, before I stitch them, I like to kind of line them up a certain way. Yeah, I've had my Etsy shop almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years next month. It's not an easy thing to do, for sure. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot to do medical records. It's so boring. It's so boring. But I was good at it, and it paid well, so I did it. But I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, yeah. Medical transcription. I don't think I can do that. That I don't think I could do. Same thing with billing. Same thing with billing. That was probably my worst class when I was in college. Well, besides math. Um, I was good at medical terminology, but the whole coding thing, oh my God, it stressed me out. So I think I'm ready to stitch it. I wasn't even planning on doing all this. You guys kept me company so long that I wasn't planning on doing all of this. But there it is. Oh, you know what I need to get? I need to get up so I can get my book so I can punch the holes. So give me a 1 second. Thread. Yeah. When I went back to school, oh, that was a struggle. I went back to school and I had to do. I was going for my degree in health office administration. And so I had to take medical terminology and medical coding and billing and all these other classes. Anatomy, oh my God, anatomy killed me. But medical terminology, I aced that course. For some reason, I don't know how I did it, but I aced it. So this is where I'm going to get quiet again so I can punch my holes right. So excuse me for a second. Let me just make sure I'm lined up. Who asked me? Somebody asked me about how I was going to bind it, right? So now you can see. I forgot who it was. Was it Cynthia? Did Cynthia ask me? Oh, yeah, my James Patterson book. It's so funny. I bought this book. I used to read James Patterson back to back. Like, as fast as he can make them come out, I was reading them. But I'm so behind now. I don't get a chance to read as much as I used to. And this was the last one that I read in actually I don't even know if I finished reading it in the Women's Murder Club. I don't know about being smart. I studied a lot for that course, and for some reason I was able to ace it. Let's see, did I get them all the way through? This is going to be so hard to see because it's black. I think I got it all the way. Let me make sure. I know, I used to read so much. But I also used to read on my way to work, on my way to and from the work. Because I had to commute on the subway. So that's the way I used to get all my reading done. But since I don't do that anymore, think I got it. Let me get my needle. Who asked me about binding? I don't think it was you, Nikki. I want to say it was Cynthia asked me about binding. I kind of go like the length of the book like 3 times. Rapid transit system, is that like a train? Is it underground or is it? I'm always fascinated by other people's public transportation. I guess like people are fascinated by New York's. It's the worst. Oh, thanks. I didn't think I was gonna get this far ahead. You guys are such great company. Oh, okay. All right, that's right. I did see when I visit my bestie, I did see your guys' train that's on the street, which I thought was so funny. We could never have the train on the street. I mean, I guess we could. I guess we could. We would need wider streets or something. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do that though. Because California's traffic is about as bad as New York's traffic. But the trains there, the public transportation train, they don't run that often. It doesn't seem. At least when I was there. Like I barely saw the train. Caltrain? Oh. All right, let me take a look. See how I'm liking it. I have all these white pages. I have to do something on these white pages because they cannot be bare. All right, I like it. Hey, Amy. You snuck on in here. How are you? You and the deer. Trying to figure out if I want to use some cheesecloth in the background. Let me put a binder clip on here so I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, you do phone triage. Oh my goodness. You really got to pay attention to do that. I need to order some. I need some seam binding, and I need some. Oh, I wasn't saying anything. Sorry, Cynthia. I was reading the chat. I'm sorry. Um, I need some seam. I need to order some seam binding and some sari ribbon because I am running very low. So I need to see where I can find a good deal. I don't even remember. I had my seam binding for so long that I don't even remember where I got it from. It lasted so long. I know where I got my sari silk from, so I'll probably order from there, but I can't remember where I got my seam binding from. You guys have a good place to get seam binding? Maybe eBay? Trying to figure out if I want to put this, oh. I thought it was because I wasn't talking. Trying to see if I want to put some of this cheesecloth behind her, but I don't think so. I just feel like she needs something else, but I don't know what. Maybe some lace. I think this might be a little too long. So let me just trim a little bit off. Thanks, Cynthia. Just gonna fray. I like the frayed look, so I like to fray everything. Ooh, potpourri sachets. I bet that smells so good. I don't know. I feel like she's missing something. I don't know what, but I feel like something is missing. So I'm not going to glue her down yet because I have to figure that out. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with her. What, potpourri sachets? I guess so. I would use them still. I buy the ones at Dollar Tree, and I use them inside where I store my journals. Bling her crown. Yeah, I could put some bling on it. I feel like something needs to go in the background of the like I need to put something underneath the muslin. But yeah, I could definitely do something with her crown, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. It happens. That's usually my last thing, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what's missing. Oh, goodness. That is thick. I keep forgetting to buy a new one because this is technically it's broken, but it still works. What does what look like? There's a terrible lag, you guys, so just so you know, probably takes a minute for me to answer. Yeah, I had stitched some of these from my floral book to add in there. And later I think I might put, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do some, use up these scraps. Oh, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking for my scraps. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's almost 3 o'clock. I can't believe I've been on this long. I never stay on this long. I might want to put this. I've had this for so long. Got these from the bestie, and I always forget to use them. I think I'm gonna put one of these inside the journal. I'm gonna decorate it up or something. And I forgot I wanted to stitch this one. I wanted to stitch this one on one of the pages, but I forgot. Okay, Nikki. I'm actually about to end soon anyway. Thank you for joining me and having, spending time out of your day to chat with me. I'm going to end soon anyway. I didn't realize I was on so long. Because I have to figure out, now I just have to embellish. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But at least that is done. Thank you guys for getting me through this. I didn't even think I was going to get this far. So you guys, you got any questions before I let you go? Forgot about my little envelope. Oh, the iced tea is so good. All right, ladies, I am going to call it a day. I appreciate you so much for spending time with me this afternoon. So nice to be in here and not be sweating to death. The weather is so nice today that it was a pleasure being in my craft room today. With the fan on it very low. Really nice. Really, really nice day. I can't wait till fall weather kicks in. My pleasure, Katina. Thank you for always coming and joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably figure out how I'm gonna embellish this little journal, and sometime next week I'll have a flip through of it. Okay, Cynthia. So, Cynthia, if you want to come and join us over at Heart Connections, we'd love to have you. That's my Facebook group. But either way, I hope you will join us again. It was great to get to know you. All right, ladies. There is such a lag that I'm like, I'm just going to type it in, type my thank yous in, because I feel like it's going to take forever. All right, loves. Bye.